For many years, I needed others' approval and confirmation that I was on the right path, that I had made the right decision, that I had taken the right actions. And I've been thinking about this version of myself recently because I think that she's retired. For most of my life, there's been part of me whose job was to scan for approval, to wait for a nod of validation before fully stepping into a decision, to make sure that whatever it was I was doing, someone else had signed off on it first and had given me a sense of reassurance. And this version of myself was really good at this job, really good. She always paid attention, she always read the room, adjusted, recalibrated. And looking back, I think that she was really just trying to keep me safe in the only way that she knew how, even if it was detrimental to my long term development. Because for a long time, having that approval and reassurance felt safe and it felt comfortable. And when I think about her, this past version of myself now, I just think about how tiring that job must have been. Like the constant vigilance, never fully relaxing with your choice and your course of action because you never felt reassured. Always waiting for another decision to make where you didn't feel confident and you had to get that guidance from outside of you. I think somewhere along the way, gradually, not all at once, of course, she just kind of aged out of this role. And I think that her job became unnecessary. It was no longer needed in the way that it used to be. Now, she does still show up sometimes. I sometimes make a choice and there's this little flicker of doubt and this mental chatter of, ooh, should I check on this with someone else? Should I see what other people think to make sure that I'm on the quote unquote right path or I'm doing the right thing? Is this okay? Is this choice okay? And when she does show up, I would say that I recognize her pretty much immediately. And when I recognize her, it's not alarming. It's more like a, oh, hey, there you are again. But what's different now is that I don't need her to do that job anymore. Matter of fact, I don't even need that job anymore, right? That's not a function that I'm looking to fill. And it's not because I've become invincible, but it's because somewhere in my journey, I have built something and strengthened something that she never had, which is my own sense of whether or not something is good for me and a sense of self trust and confidence. Now, I will not say that my judgment is perfect, but my judgment is strong enough that I don't need someone else to verify it before I actually make a move. So when she shows up, when she offers her old approach of seeking validation and getting reassurance, now I sort of just thank her. And I tell her that I don't actually need it because I already know. I've done the work and I've built the confidence to know what is best for me without seeking external guidance. And I feel like now I I look at her with gratitude, honestly. I think she has gotten me through a lot. She was doing her best with the tools that she had at the time. And I don't think that she was wrong to exist by any means. I think she was really just a phase or a chapter. And maybe it was a long one that was a bit uncomfortable and challenging, but all phases and chapters come to an end. And sometimes you just grow out of them. So the reason I'm sharing this is because I think a lot of us carry some version of her. We are Some of us have this version of ourselves that looks outside of us for that reassurance and for that confidence, and that is uh, a protection mechanism, a way to feel safe. And I think that sometimes we may reflect on these versions of ourselves and look at them with anger and wanting them to go away. But at the end of the day, the strategy is ultimately to keep you safe. So the intention is pure, but the consequence and the result is not kind and it's not comfortable. And I think the goal is to not be judgmental of these versions of ourselves, but just to notice them and to notice, is she still actually needed, right? Or is it okay for her to rest? Is it okay for me to retire her? And that's what I want you to take away from this today. So, is there a part of you that's been working a job that you just don't need anymore? And if there is, drop a comment below because I'd love to read more about your insights. Thank you for listening. See you in the next video.